call that the perceiver, but I guess
it's the perceiver. But if you ask what is that perceiver, you don't find anything.
right. It's a point, which is nothing.
It's a point, but in fact, it's not even a point. A point is the best the mind can do.
Right. It's an idea. Right. Okay.
The mind is struggling to call it something. So in its own language of objectivity, it says it's a point. You're right. It's a point. But actually, to go a little further, it's a point that has no dimensions.
Points don't have dimensions. That's exactly right.
Exactly.
And not even in time. Not even in fourth dimension.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. It has no dimension in time or space. It's a dimensionless point. Now, go back to what you are perceiving. Doesn't it all appear in that dimensionless point?
I can't honestly say I know the difference, so I could say yes.
The difference between
it being separate, a point, and the perceiving.
Exactly. That's the next stage. It's not this apparent world of four dimensions is not only appearing in. First of all, it appears to that dimensionless point. The dimensionless point seems to be on one end,
right,
and the four-dimensional world on the other end. And then we realize, no, it's closer than that. It's appearing in. This four-dimensional reality is appearing in this dimensionless empty point. But you're right, it's even more than that. The only substance present in this four-dimensional world of time and space is this dimensionless, empty, aware point. That's the stuff it's made of. As a concession to the vastness of physical space, the teaching sometimes says awareness is vast. In other words, it's even bigger than the physical world because it contains the physical world. The teaching says awareness is vast or borderless. Awareness is not vast or borderless. It's dimensionless. It has no dimensions. But the mind cannot think of no dimensions. So as a concession to the mind, the teaching says it is vast. It is everlasting. It is neither vast nor everlasting. The mind literally cannot go there. That's why it's not possible to think about consciousness. My first teacher, the Shantananda Saraswati, the Shankaracharya of the north of India, said once, real thinkers don't think. Real thinkers, the people that really take thought all the way, that think about the absolute reality of experience, that activity of exploring reality with the mind brings the mind to an end. It is not possible to think of consciousness. The best we could do would be to think of a blank, empty space. But even that is a subtle object, a blank object. If we truly try to think of consciousness, thought comes to an end, and consciousness stands revealed.
I'm thinking, my conundrum was nothing was real, and that was terrifying. And then it feels like the counter to that is everything is real.
Absolutely. Nothing is real in the way it is normally conceived. The world is an illusion,